All right, there we go. There we go. Now we live. We're going to give it a couple of minutes to let people tune in and tap in while that breakdown comes in. There we go. So now we live on Instagram and YouTube. You'll give it a couple of minutes, let people tune in, tap in.
I like this.
Hold on, where's the next song at, man? Hold on, man. There we go.
KSM, go crazy. KSM, I like this one.
There we go. Now we live. Now we live. There we go. Nah, ain't nothing to be scared of. Ain't nothing to be scared of, Queen. Ain't nothing to be scared of. All it is information. Hey, that instrumental is it, though. That instrumental is it, though, ain't it? Hey, yeah, who's buying the dip? Like Kel said, who's buying the dip? Who's buying the dip?
KSM, I like this one.
Oh, no, we know about Zora. We know about Zora Crazy World. We definitely on Zora. But appreciate the gym nonetheless. 110. Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. 110,000 plus. We was just at 120,000.
KSM, I like this one.
There we go.
KSM, I like this one. KSM, I like this one.
All right, there we go. There we go. Peace, power, and prosperity, family. How we doing out there? Y'all already know what time it is. Bitcoin Block Bully. Coming to you once again. How we feeling today on this Good Friday? How we feeling today on this Good Friday? Juma Mubarak to all the Muslims of the world. It is a beautiful day. It is a beautiful day. Those red days are when the money is made. Green days are when the money is realized. Hey, that's a bar. You heard what Kale said. He said the red days are when the money is made. The green days are where the money is realized. Don't let that go over y'all head. And he's absolutely right. He's absolutely right. Is Doge doing good? I remember the hype around 2020. Let's real quick. Let's just divulge. We'll go take a look at 2020, and then we'll look at now and see how Doge is actually doing. Real quick, let's see Doge. Let's look at it on the crypto screen. Boom, get rid of that. Let's open it up on the monthly real quick. Hold on, there's just a dog on here. Hold on. I could have swore I seen a dog on here when I said the word Doge. Was that on Instagram or some shit? Interesting. Anyways. All right, so we're looking at now. Now I'm gonna tell you something. From a long-term perspective, right? And this is just being transparent. If you look at Doge, year in, year out, Doge has slightly one of the best charts. Constant higher highs, constant higher lows. Let me actually look at Doge versus BTC real quick. Let me see what it's been doing versus Bitcoin. Hold on, let's see. Okay, not as good, but not too bad, right? Not as good, but not too bad, right? All in divine timing, exactly. Yeah, not too bad, But Doge on a USD basis, though, this is one of your best charts right here. Let's look at it on a 6-month basis. See how it looks on a 6-month chart. So that's Doge on a 6-month chart. Actually, not too bad. If we were going to look for another breakout here, let me see. Where could we expect? So right now, you can see where all your suppression is coming from on Doge. You can see what all your suppression is coming from on Doge right here to 23.6. Right here to 23.6. That's like 21 cents. What you're trying to do is break through there and then ultimately get back inside of this golden pocket right here and break through this golden pocket, right? If you're able to break through and get on top of that golden pocket, that's what breaks you out to new highs. So right now, Doge is about 22 cents. Always remember, it's always the if. You're nearing the limit of your recorded music that can be shared in a live video. All right. Let me turn the music down. Yeah, I don't know why they've been putting so many restrictions on Instagram now. I can't play music. I can't go live no more. Well, they're going to stop me from going live in a minute, but I'm going to find a go around. But yeah, they just told me I can't play no music for the rest of the live, but they're going to cut it. But anyways, whatever the case may be. Y'all came here for the information, not for the tunes. Even though the tunes give it a certain vibe at times, right? Anyways, as of right now, we're looking for Doge once again to get it back above and hold above this 21 cent mark. From there, we got to take out 31, 39, and 47 cents respectfully. Now, once we're able to get past this golden pocket right here, right? Once we're able to get past that golden pocket, what you do then is you attack your previous high, which is here. Now, normally, if we're able to get past our previous high, that opens up the door for us to see a retracement somewhere between the 1272 and the 1618. What that now means is that from where price is right now, once again, I'm just going to backtrack so y'all can follow along for the whole roadmap I just made for you. Doge is at 22 cents. This is a 6-month chart. So we're looking at the next 4 months and 17 days to be at least above 22 cents. If we're above 22 cents, our next obstacle is this golden pocket here, which is between 31 and 47 cents. If and only if you can get back above 47.5 and hold that area as support, then we could look to back test the previous all-time high, which is about 74 cents. If and only if you're able to take out this previous high at 74 cents and get a support level above 74 cents, then at that time, I will look at a possibility of continuing the rally somewhere between 92 cents to $1.16. So right now, Doge is trading at 22 cents. What I'm saying is that if this is going to be a continuation rally and if we are going to take out our previous highs, I can see a move somewhere between 92 to $1.16 before we look for a significant pullback at that time. And that'll be somewhere once again between the 1272 and the 1618. Always remember, this is not financial advice in any way, shape, or form. Please don't take anything that I'm sharing as any type of financial advice. IG banned me from going live until November. Yeah, they banned me once like that too. But it is what it is. We're going to keep it. Hey, have you checked out Nostr yet? I just made an account on Fountain FM. I'm going to start putting my podcast on there. right? But they allow you to hold on, that's not what I wanted to look at. Where are you? Why they make it so hard to find the link to this? Why, oh, why? Anyways, Nostr is an open protocol for decentralized messaging transmission with the intention to be able to resist internet censorship while maintaining session integrity. Nostr can also be translated as our or ours in Latin, which is like La Costa Nostra, the Nostra, the Nostra, our, the thing of ours, right? Which is very interesting when you think about it. Very, very interesting. Interesting. They are using kind of like coded language. But the protocol achieves decentralization through users publishing content associated with the cryptographic public key to various relays, which are WebSocket servers that store and distribute any activity stream or receive data from users. This allows the network to verify users and achieve account portability on Nostr, as users have to sign all posts using their secret key, preventing any relay from tampering with content without invalidating the signature. Right? So, you know, just what I want though, which I don't know why. Oh, okay, here we go. I don't know why they even make it this hard though. But this is the app though. But this is the anyways. I was going into that because I'm saying that we have to start looking for these alternatives that are not going to block and ban us. You know what I mean? We got to start looking for those. But yeah, Doge to $1.16 on the move north as a possibility. Remember, this is not financial advice in any way, shape, or form. Please don't take it as any type of financial bully. The chart you were looking at on Velo with the 34-cent target, that was on the monthly or the weekly. Let me see what it was on the monthly or the weekly. Let me take a look real quick. No, it was on the week. Well, you know what? Hold on. No, I think it was on the weekly. Yeah, it's on the weekly. Here it is right here. Huge ascending triangle. Huge ascending triangle. In fact, let's do it like this. Hold on. Let's actually get rid of that there. And let's do it like this. Let's slide from there. There we go. That's pretty much your top, right? That's your base or resistance. This is your base, right? You're holding this, you're making an ascending triangle. Once again, if we measure that triangle, let's go from here, turn this off. Let's go down to about support level there. Now that, I'm gonna be honest with you, that gives you a totally different breakout target. If we wanted to be more conservative, right? Which we don't have to be, in all honesty, we can go down to support levels right about here, right? And this is called, what I'm doing is called a measured move, y'all. You're measuring the suppression and looking for it on the breakout. Now that gives us a target of about 60 cents. So from where we currently stand right now, with a target at 60 cents, that gives you a return, a possibility of return just at 60 cents of 3,629%. I'm gonna say that again. That gives you a breakout target of 3,629%. Who couldn't use 3,000% return from where we currently stand? Now, this is a macro move. This isn't going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen next week. Ain't going to happen next month. Anything can happen. But no, this is something that I'm building up my position on as time goes on. You know what I mean? So it's not just going to be a full 3,000% move. That means I'd have to buy everything here. I've been buying the whole way along. You know what I mean? I'm going to continue to buy and provide liquidity and earn and stay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 100%. Even better than the 34-cent target. What's going on next, Eric Gamer? Where you been at, man? Let me see. 20 is what we have to get above, I recall. Yeah, you know what? That's what you were looking at. So we got let's look at it like this then. So you got data triangle, and then you got a smaller triangle. If you discount these waves up here, right? You got a much smaller triangle. Which, if we measure the much smaller triangle, right? Hold on. If we measure the much smaller triangle, what that's gonna do That gives us about a 12 cent, about 12 cent target, 12 cent target from where you currently stand. That's still about a 700% move, though. That's still about 700% returns. Everything, keep doing the proper research long term. Tada, what's going on? Hey, bro. See if I can link with you at the coffee shop later on today before I do the big class with who is that? With Red Pill later on tonight. We do have the class with Red Pill tonight. Pay me in crypto. I think it's going to be a good class. Well, I know it's going to be a good class. I'm presenting the information. Yeah, definitely. Do you like Post Chain? Been looking at it. I got a couple of assets on Post Chain. The real Post Chain, the one when you want to holler at about Post Chain is in the chat right now. Kels, well, his name ain't Kels the Great. It's Mark Kel Ruffin official. There you go. Follow him. He's real big on Post Chain. Real big. What are your thoughts on LBTC, the Babylon staking project on Lombard? I like for the most part, I like a number of the different Bitcoin derivatives. I like a number of the different Bitcoin derivatives, just to be honest. Just to be honest. Yeah, gonna get flowers what they do, bro. That's your lane right there. That's definitely your lane. But yeah, Velo 700 to 3,000% returns. Not too bad, not too shabby, right? And not too far off. Not too far. You got a good structure. You got a real good structure here, right? Peace. I've been hearing buzzing about 1099 DA. I don't know what 1099 DA is. I never heard of it, so I can't comment on it. Let's see. 1099 DA. Never heard of it. 1099 DA. The digital assets. Okay, Form 1099 DA. Digital asset proceeds from broker transactions. There's a new IRS form specifically designed for reporting transactions involving digital assets like cryptocurrency and non-fungible tokens. The purpose of the form is to standardize the reporting of digital asset transactions and enhance tax compliance in the growing digital asset market. It aims to provide the IRS with a more accurate information, similar to how stock sales are reported from on the Form 1099-B. Okay, I honestly thought you were talking about crypto. To be honest with you, I thought you were talking about a new coin. Let me see. Who needs to file it? Brokers, real estate reporting entities, businesses and individuals using digital assets for payments also need to file. So yeah, that'd be for payments. Not for hodlers. Not for hodlers. This is not for the hodler at all. But I mean, it's a tax form. Tax form. And y'all know I don't give out tax advice, so just understand how you moving in this space. That's what I will say. Just understand how you moving in this space. Now, what I do know, right? What I do know is, let me see how many people we got in here right now. 51, 24. By a show of hands. Well, everybody should. Anybody on this live right now does not have any cryptocurrency. Anybody on this live don't own no crypto whatsoever. Hmm? Anybody don't know? Anybody on the live right now not own any crypto whatsoever? Let me know. Anybody brand new? Anybody brand new? Okay. We got one in the house. We got a a new I don't yet, Tony Mac. Okay. We got some newbies in the house. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Brand new, James Pierre. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna show y'all. There we go. I'm gonna show y'all an easy way to just to get started, right? Show y'all an easy way to get. Thought they were trying to jam folks up as they get deeper into space. I'm not a problem. I'm brand new per se, but starting over. Got you. Starting from scratch. I got to restart wallet. I got to restart my wallet. Got compromised, but I'm ready for re-entry. Okay, and that that's part of the game. That's part of the game. That's part of the game. You may run into instances where a hack may happen. You got to be real careful and meticulous about the projects you deal dibble and dab with. Ain't nothing like that herbal tea. Oh my God. You know what I'm looking to do though, y'all? You know what I'm looking to do? I'm looking to create a little space in Chicago, like a coffee and crypto cafe, but not so much per se a cafe, more so like it might be a cafe club where, I'm able to bring these herbal coffees. You can get you some herbal coffee if you want, but the main focus is going to be sitting there talking crypto for, a couple hours, whatever the case may be. I really want to bring that into fruition. I may actually have somewhere where we might be able to do it. In fact, I may have somewhere. I would love to get my own spot. I mean, wouldn't it be the shit to have a Chicago crypto cafe on the map? Wouldn't that be the shit? Chicago crypto cafe. I mean, where you going to get your Starbucks? No, I'm going to Chicago crypto cafe. Chicago's crypto cafe. That's what it'd be called. Chicago's crypto cafe. Right? Where when you go in, we're not watching ESPN on the wall. We're not watching WGN. Nah, we're watching crypto-related news and information all day, every day, 24/7. And you know what's crazy? I was actually looking at a spot on the south side. The only energetic-wise is right across the street from the cemetery on what is that, 61st, where my nephew, rest in peace, is buried. It's right across the street from the cemetery. It's a strip over there that I got some insight on that I can open up. But it's like, man, do I want it? Like when I say right across the street, you go outside the shop and look, and it's that big wall right there from 61st where the cemetery is. Like internet cafes from back in the day, but instead of gaming, we invested. 100%. 100%. Sounds like solid grounds for a private membership association. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. PMA. And that's the only way I was going to run it anyways. That's the only way I was going to run it anyways. You know what I'm saying? In Woodlawn. Yeah. Woodlawn. I mean, it all depends. Now, the one spot that I know is already put together where I already know I can start having some meetings at. Not so much my spot, but have some meetings at just to start the Chicago Crypto Coffee Club. Chicago Coffee Cafe Club is downtown. It's downtown, I think, on like Wells or something like that. But if it's meant to be, it'll be. If it's meant to be, it'll be. Let's get into the story. I got a consultation coming up at 11 o'clock. Let me hurry and rock this information out for y'all. All right. Number one, look, the pullback, is red. Who cares? Who really gives a fuck? Nobody. Red means cheap, right? What's the name of the game for y'all? Is it for you to flip a dollar, or is it for you to acquire more assets? Because if the game is for you to acquire more assets, you do that on the red days. You do that on days like today. Bitcoin was $121,000. No, $124,000, right? You know how many people were running and wanting to buy it and wanting to have it, right? Now it's $117,000. It's cheaper than it was. Isn't the idea to buy it when it's cheaper than it was? Ethereum was $4,700, almost $4,800, or did it hit 48? It's at 4,400 right now. Isn't the idea to buy it cheaper than it was? A PMA is a private membership association. Manifest private membership association. We talk about that in my trust class. We talk about and went a little in depth on PMAs in my trust class. Right. So if your thing is more assets, right? If your thing, you know what's interesting, which I hate that they do it like that now. Back in the day when you used to sign up on these crypto platforms, like we used to be on Polynex, Binance, and stuff, it used to show your balance in Satoshis, right? And what I started to notice is that if you're holding dollars and the value of BTC is going down, you're becoming worth more Satoshi. It's kind of hard to explain if you don't have a visual, and they don't do accounts like that like they used to, right? They don't do accounts like that like they used to. But if you hold dollars, always remember this, right? Always remember this. From an investment standpoint, if you're only holding cash, dollars, you are short the rest of the world assets and you are long the US dollar. I'm going to say that again. If you're the cash is king, I like not some money, I would love to tap in when I come to Chicago. Got you. Man, tap in. If your thing is I just want all the money, you're long the US dollar, short the world. That means you're short gold, silver, real estate, stocks, bonds, cryptocurrency. That means you're expecting, if you're holding dollars, and a lot of you probably don't know this, if you're only holding dollars, you are doing so with the expectation that the value of those. See, this is the thing. We got to get out of the mindset that dollars is money and it's cash. No, it's an instrument. It fluctuates. You holding a dollar is no different than you holding happy holy day. Happy holy day, Noble. Salams. If I got to get it with my brother Heron. Let me see where he at. I gotta get up, man. I ain't got no time today. That'd be the whole thing, Joe. My time be so fragmented. Well, anyways. Yeah, private membership association. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If you're holding US dollars, it's an instrument. It fluctuates in value. It goes up, it goes down. If all you're doing is holding dollars, you are expecting the value of those dollars to continue going up, but that's not what they're doing. They're continuing going down. Let's look at the dollar. Hold on. Let's look at it like this. Dollar value since 1920 or 1930. Well, 1933 was when we got off the gold standard, right? Am I not mistaken? Huh? Oh, let's see if we can find an image. Here we go, right here. Here we go. There we go. That's the purchasing power of the United States dollar from the 1900s, where we're at now. All right. You understand? $100 worth of capital then is only worth $3.06 today. So what would this be in the next 20 years? $3 today will be worth 6 cents, 60 cents, $1. It's gonna continue to lose value, people. You gotta understand that as long as you're holding dollars, your wealth is blowing away in the wind. Like, just think of it like this. Think of having a big ass stack, right? And every day just a little bit blows off every single day. Little bit, little bit, little bit. And that's not so much it's not so much you're losing the dollars, but you're losing the purchasing power that the dollars hold. You get what I'm saying? You're losing the purchasing power that the dollar holds. Now, that's why you see companies like BlackRock, right? And they had Ether ETFs at 1 billion. They're buying Ethereum, Bitcoin, they're going crazy. But then you got countries like Taiwan with the first Bitcoin treasury looking to raise 10 million. Have you raised $10 yet? Let me ask y'all. Have you raised $10? While Taiwan's trying to raise 10 million for the treasury, have you, as either an individual, as a family man, a family woman, as a family unit, as a group of friends, as a community, have you raised $10, $100, $1,000? What are we doing? How can you sit back and watch company after company, country after country, municipality after municipality, billionaire company, hedge fund after billionaire company, hedge fund say, hey, look, we're going to raise money to buy crypto? And we sit back like, I got to go to work. I got to go to work. I got to go to work today. I got to go to work. I understand it. Believe you me, I understand it. But it's like, man, look, for the past 8 going on 9 years, I've been giving y'all an out. Flat out. I've been giving y'all an out for the past 8 or 9 years. Right? I ain't going to be here too much longer. You get what I'm saying? And not in a negative way, in a positive way. I ain't going to be here too much longer. I've been giving y'all an out of the... Oh, hold on. Man, they starting to block me on Instagram. Hold on. There we go. We back in. I've been trying to give y'all an out for the last couple of years, yo. Like I said, Taiwan's raising capital. Come on, man, it's a country, Joe. Like I said, I can't get a group of friends to come with me to raise. Let's just say I was like, man, let's put our money together and get $500 worth of Bitcoin. You know how many niggas is gonna like deflect and ignore and duck and dodge putting some money towards something like that? Let me so, man, who got $500 to go get up with some women, get some bottles, get some drink, get a room? Niggas gonna flop. And that's because they drawing off their lower self. That's because they drawing off the lower self. They're not thinking on a higher plateau. right? You thinking with your digger league. Supposed to be thinking with head and spirit, or thinking with head being guided by spirit, right? Everybody not getting it. Everybody not getting it. That's why I go live. That's why I constantly try to beat me all head. Comprehension before compensation. Let the comprehension, that was a good hit, bring you compensation. All right? That's why I really hold my classes. Just to continue to teach. It ain't even about the money. I hold classes so that I can, number one, teach myself and cover a broad range, right? They want to be entertained, not educated. Yeah, sad. Grateful for you. I'm grateful for y'all. You are giving a real golden knowledge, brother. Thank you. Man, I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Yeah, 100%. Rest in peace, Nip. You know, the marathon continues. The marathon. And what's interesting, what put me on Nipsey Hussle back in the day wasn't even his music. It was the fact that he had a cryptocurrency protocol called Follow Coin, where you can get on there and follow some of the biggest traders in the crypto space back then in 2017. That's what put me on Nipsey Hussle. In fact, I may still have. Let me see if I even still got the post. Let me see if I can go back in time real quick. Let me see something. Let me see if I can find the post from 2017. Let me see if I can find my post from 2017 when I was following Nipsey Hussle. Hold on. Let me see if I can find that post. Dang, did they kick me out of my Facebook? They keep kicking me out of all my stuff. I can't even look at it now. They can kick me out of Facebook. All is well, though. All is well. Look, the main thing, right? The main thing. You have to think of the future. Look at this. Ethereum Treasury Company Bitmine Immersion plans to issue $20 billion worth of stock to buy more ETH. Everybody's out here buying more crypto, and they're not looking to flip per se. A lot of them are trying to get those early entries. A lot of them are trying to get those early entries, yo. Right? I got people that don't talk to me because I tell them about crypto all the time and they won't get it. Yeah. Hey, it's definitely gonna, for those of you that are diehard crypto heads like myself, it definitely has the ability to separate you from family and friends. Especially for those that don't get it, don't want to get it, but don't understand how important it is that it should be the topic of discussion. I don't give a fuck about sports. I don't care who's winning the game. Y'all know goddamn more stats than you do fucking APYs of the bank that's supposed to be paying you. You get what I mean? Individuals know the top lineup of the starting players, all that shit. Don't know what the APY of the bank that their money is sitting in is supposed to be giving them. Can't even explain to you what APY and APR mean, nor what the difference is. But you want to talk about the stats of the game last night. I don't give two shits about that, Joe. None. Two fucks. None. But you know, everybody wants to sit around and watch the football game, watch the basketball game. Though nobody want to sit around and watch the money, though. But niggas want to sit around and talk about the money all day, every day, and don't even fucking understand it. Don't have a simple comprehension of what money is and what it ain't. We got a question saying, is DCA and Crypto Daily a good thing? Let's take a look. What do I tell you? Hey, y'all, what's the new motto? Who can tell me what the new motto is? Before I pull it up, who can tell me what the new motto is? And I like that saying. People will buy Bitcoin at the price they deserve. I got it at the price I deserve. Right? $800, $900, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000. Because every price is going to be the price I deserve. Because I'm going to keep buying it. $1 a day keeps the poverty away. That's it. $1 a day keeps the poverty away. Let me show you what $1 a day could do for you. Let's just look at Bitcoin, right? Let's look at Bitcoin. Let's go back to when I got in the market, which was 2017. We'll go to what else? I think I did my first YouTube video June of 2017. If you just would have did $1 a day, just $1, you only would have spent 20. Hey, look, this is over what? 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. This is damn near 8 years worth of saving $1 a day. You only would have spent $29.53, but you would have ended up with $25,000, almost $26,000. How's that for a savings account? How's that for a savings account? Red, what's the word? You want to come on real quick? I gotta be off at 11. You want to come on real quick, and then we can get back on the live later on. Where Red Pill go? Just seen him. Just seen Red Pill. Where'd he go? Just seen Red Pill in here. Let me see. See if I can get Red in here real quick with me before I get off. I do got to go. I do apologize. It can't be a long show today. We do have a big day. I had a big weekend. I got a big year, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. My year is pretty much planned out. That should be crazy. But yeah, how's that? Yeah, so DCA and daily in the crypto, right? Hey, there you go. We're going to continue to buy Cyber Manhattan. $1 a day keeps the poverty away, man. $1 a day. I took all my money off Coinbase. Where else can I DCA it? It depends on what you want a dollar cost average with, but there are a number of different decentralized applications you can utilize. One that's actually on the Solana network you can take a look at is juke.ag. That's juke.ag. Red, what's the word? Peace. What's going on, God? How you feeling?
Oh man, I'm feeling great. Just touched down in NYC last night.
Oh, okay. You back on the East Coast.
Yeah. You know, I needed to get home to feel that energy. You feel me? Like I wanted to touch the soil, so I could really tap in. You feel me? So
I dig that.
I'm outside. Huh?
I dig that, Joe. I dig that.
To put my feet in some beach water. You know what I mean? This has been the lead up to today has been monumental, bro. We've been on a marathon run. Today is Nipsey Hussle's C-Day, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Some hustle and motivate. The people are banging on the door. We're gonna have a pack house tonight for our master class. I am elated. You've been giving the family these nuggets on how to survive and how to thrive in 2025, and my audience and my network, they're going to receive these gems. They're going to be dropping from the heavens of Chicago tonight.
Yes, sir.
And man, I'm just elated. The book that we put together, the workbook, the guide, Pay Us in Crypto, is going crazy. The single is going crazy. The merch is going crazy. The song is going crazy. The masterclass, bro.
Hey, I need a verse, man. I need you to send me an open track.
Man, you already know. I was listening to the beat the other night, and I was like, yeah, we need my boy to come tear this shit up.
Hey, I got the studio built in the crib. I'm ready. All you gotta do is send it over, bro.
Man, say less. You ain't have to say a word. Say less. I got the engineer working at the studio with us, so we'll be able to send everything to you and get this shit popping. You know what I mean? That's also so. Yeah, tonight I'm gonna show and prove some of the newer things that people are not familiar with called social monetization. Social monetization over social media, ladies and gentlemen. The fact that we now have a social media platform that you can monetize. You press like on a picture, you get rewarded for that. You make a comment, you get rewarded for that. You sell Pay Me in Crypto on the site, and you get 99 cents for that. You get rewarded for that. As long as you own your masters, you can master this quote-unquote universe. So imagine having a single and selling it every day for 99 cents and getting 90 cents. And telling one of your rapper friends to get a fraction of a penny, right? They get a Satoshi, right? Imagine telling them that you ready to Harriet Tubman. I'm ready to free your ass. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes,
I'm ready to free all of these young rappers that want to come up and want to willingly put their heads on a guillotine. You're changing all of that.
And you know what I'm gonna add? While they're doing all of that, right? Tonight I'm gonna show them how they're gonna be getting paid while they're doing everything you just said. In the background, I'm gonna be showing them how they can get paid in the background without having to do anything at all. Just residual.
So then that's a double income. That's 3 streams. The name of the yacht somebody asked, It's called Yap It, right? We like to yap a lot, you know what I mean? But one of the good things that's coming about is we can get paid for yapping. I don't take anything away from the fact that our people love to pop it, you know what I mean? We're professional yappers. We've built the real estate of trillion-dollar businesses, the MySpace of the world, and the Facebooks, and the Metas, and the Alphabet, the Googles. That's all us, y'all. That's our data. You know what I mean? That's our data, and that's our energy. So we owe it to ourselves to pivot and begin to build something that we own at the Invest Fest. Let me drop at the Invest. Do you have the link in your bio, perhaps?
For InvestFest?
No, for the thing tonight.
No, I don't. I got it in my Discord. As soon as we get off the live, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in my bio.
Okay. If anybody's building and you have the link, drop it in the chat, because I don't have it in front of me, and I'm on this. You know, people are asking. I don't have the link right in front of me. But if I do got a dip, I will grab it and drop it.
Right. And y'all can DM either one of us too. You can DM either one of us, and we can send it directly to you for the night.
Yes, you can definitely DM, and I'll take care of that immediately. I have, you know what I mean? I have that link in your DM. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a one and done. This class is going to carry on. We're going to have a Discord open up tonight, so you guys can be able to build daily, hourly, by the minute if need be. This is a new money matrix, and it's not going anywhere. So tonight what we do is we change clothes, we change minds, we change our frequency, we change the way that we see things, and we start making them pay us in crypto. Okay? It's one thing to get the crypto, but it's another thing to get paid in crypto. So you will begin to see that the system is going to shift quickly, and this whole idea of pay us in crypto is going to become a quick reality. Why not get on it early? Why not be the first adapters? Why not position yourself so when it happens, you can say, I was already doing that. Now I can master it, because I'm ahead of that shit. But when there's a learning curve and they have our people behind the 8 ball, you become a customer. And I'm tired of seeing our people become customers, because the way they set in the world up, there's 1% that owns half of the wealth. The way they setting it up is a technocracy, an autocracy, and your ass is going to be worse than servitude in a minute. Worse than serfdom. And we live in a quantum quickening. So everything that we do right now is going to compound even quicker. It's going to exponentially grow. You're going to have parabolic wallets. The reason why I feel, Bully, that everything is rising up price-wise, that the dollar is diminishing, is because the positioning of the government is, in a few months or a few weeks, average, what you call citizens, right, will become part of their new wealth class. And it's a unique wealth class because this is a wealth class that did not have to, quote unquote, go into industry. This is not the barons. These are not steel barons. These are not oil barons. These are not even PhD educated people and whatnot. But you have thousands upon thousands of people who are immediately going to wake up one day and become millionaires and billionaires. So with that, the prices of things are going to skyrocket out of this fucking world, because they cannot allow multiple people just having their way in America, where they're living like kings and whatnot. Right. Inflation, everything is going to have to meet that demand and that standard. So it's almost imperative that we level up while this window is open. The children are going to ask, what the fuck were you doing when this shit was happening, bro? Man. Show me your social media. Show me your receipts. So we have social monetization. We are yapit.com. Yapit could be found on the Apple and the Google store. Don't go.com, and you don't need to go and get the app. And it is black owned, Moorish owned, indigenous owned, whatever you want to call it. The man is going to be at InvestFest with us. The big announcement that we will be making tonight in class is that we have secured a $10,000 booth in investment in the blue zone where the whales swim. Yes, and there's billionaires pulling up to that InvestFest this year. They said that they finna be multiple ones. And a bigger story outside of raggedy ass red pill being there is that we're going to have one of the premier experts in cryptocurrency. I got my fingers crossed. We making every single move to make sure Bitcoin Bully is in the effing building.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make it, y'all. I'm gonna try my hardest. Inshallah, we're gonna be able to make it. Hey, check this out, Red. I gotta go to this 11 o'clock consultation that I got. Let's try to team up and see what time we're gonna go live later on before the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we go on YouTube, y'all.
Hey, look, like I said, hit me in my DM if y'all want the link. If you're not following me or you from Red Pill's page, go ahead and send me a follow. I'm gonna go ahead and let you come in, get some of these gems. I'm gonna tune and tap in with everybody later on. We got class tonight. It's a new money matrix. I appreciate you, love you all. To the next one, peace, power, and prosperity. I'm out of here.